Do 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 do. Okay, you want to try that again, Rosama? Here, let's try it again. We can try it one more time. One more time. Celebrating, feeling so free. I have an ear infection. Okay, so if you have an ear infection, I mean, that's pretty common. I've retraced ear infections on the program. So one thing you can do, it'll help you move through the ear infection. You can do this. All right, so you take the heat lamp, shine it in your ear. Don't do it for more than a minute or two. You know, don't burn yourself. Do it like 5 times a day for a couple minutes. And then that energy from the heat lamp will penetrate into your ear canal right there, and it'll help burn out the infection, okay? Also, you know, just doing the sauna, maybe doing the sauna a little more frequently and then less time duration will help you move through the ear infection. You can also megadose vitamin A. Let's see if I can send you a link here. But yeah, you can megadose vitamin A. I think you can take up to like 100,000 IU daily. Let's see here. But yeah, you'll move through the ear infection. It's not, you know, too big of a deal. Let's see here. Trying to see vitamin A. I think we like 100,000. What's up, Captain Coins? Okay, so for vitamin A, you can take up to 20,000 IU daily. Okay. So 20,000 IU daily of vitamin A. You can also put a little bit of garlic oil in your ear. You can also put colloidal silver in your ear. You know, you can just do a couple drops of garlic oil or colloidal silver. Both of those are good for the ear infection. That combined with the infrared, and you'll move through it. It'll probably take you a week or two, but it won't be that bad. Okay. Can the pro... Let's see, let's go up here. Can the program correct my low coenzyme activity, effectively slower dopamine metabolism? It has to do with methylation, I believe. Yeah, everything affects everything, so I'm sure that methylation does affect enzyme activity. Besides the entire program, one of the best ways to increase methylation is by taking TMG. So we like, for an adult male, about 1,000 milligrams 3 times a day. So if you're not taking TMG, just take that. I like the Now Foods brand. But TMG is good. It's basically beet extract. It's cheap. You can get it on Amazon. Now Foods is a good brand. You can try that. That'll help methylation. But TMG is probably the best supplement to take to help with methylation. But yes, the whole program can help for sure. All right, let's see if we got anyone in the YouTube chat. All right. Anyone other questions? I don't know if today's a great time of day. I don't know how many questions we're going to end up getting. But yeah, methylation, yeah, the whole program will help for sure. If you're interested in the program, just email me, Luke at LifeLabs HTMA. All right, any other questions? Anyone want to go live with me? I'm on the YouTube as well. Does anyone else have any other questions? Well, I've only got a couple of viewers here. I'll stay on. We'll see if anyone wants to come ask questions. Boop, 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 boop. All right, we got a question from Sarah Kentish. Hi. Let's see. So you can email me as well, Luke at Life. Can nutritional balancing help with cardiotoxicity from chemotherapy? I'm not too familiar with the term cardiotoxicity. I imagine it's some sort of toxicity that, heart damage caused by cancer treatment. Yeah, the program helps rebuild the whole body. So any sort of damage done by something including chemotherapy, the whole program will definitely help, for sure. I don't know. We can talk a little bit about is your cancer, like what the state of your cancer is also. Is it in remission or? There are alternative cancer treatments that you can look into. Specifically, coffee enemas are very powerful for coffee. Have you ever heard of the Gerson therapy? He likes 4 coffee enemas a day for people. We don't follow his same strict program because there's a lot of juicing and things like that. But I like a full program, sauna, coffee enemas, combined with some sort of enzyme. you can get enzymes that will help break down the cancer. But yes, the program will help with cardiotoxicity because it'll help rebuild all the tissues, including the tissues that have been broken down from chemotherapy. Thank you for the question, though, Sarah. Anyone else have any other questions? Your son had chemo 13 years ago and has just been told he has heart failure. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. How old is your son? Did he get the COVID injection? That will also cause a lot of heart failure, unfortunately. He's 18? Okay. Well, if you like, we can put him on a program. The fact that he's young, he can still recover. Your heart's just like any tissue. It can be repaired. I would love to, test his hair and get him on a program. Don't let the doctor scare you too much. Any tissue can be healed. Stem cells can also help rebuild the tissue. I don't know what your financial situation is, how much money or your insurance will cover it, but you can also look into getting stem cell therapy for the heart tissue. I do have some contacts if you want to get stem cell therapy. Stem cells are one of my favorite modalities for healing in modern medicine. Most of modern medicine is trash. Yeah, I don't know what UK laws are like. This guy that I know is in Mississippi. There's also fantastic stem cell therapies in Mexico. I'm sure you can do some research and find, in Mexico it's probably cheaper too. You could just always just go on a little mini vacation to Mexico. And, it's worth the research. But yeah, I would look into stem cell therapy to help rebuild the heart tissue. And then also I would love to get him on a program as well. There's a chance that his heart's working too hard because he's in fast oxidation or something. But if you want to get him on a program, just shoot me an email at that email address, Sarah. And I can help you find stem cells too. I'll tell a lot of people to get stem cells. What's up, everyone? What's up, FMP 5948? What's up, a mother of nature? You guys want to go live with me? Huh? No one? Oh, I see what's up. You guys just join and then you bounce. It's not very nice. You should come hang out. We got our heat lamps going. No one's even there to watch me do this. You're in the UK, yeah. Well, if you want to just shoot me an email, we can set up a time to talk. Yana. Thank you for the question, though, Sarah. I'm sorry to hear about your son. Just try to keep calm about it. I know he's your son, and you probably love him, and you're scared. Anyone else have any questions? Let's see how many people are on the YouTube. We got one. Aziz! You know what that reminds me of? You ever seen The Fifth Element? Aziz, light! Aziz, you ever seen The Fifth Element? That's what your name reminds me of. You know the kid that's shining the light in the beginning? And then the old guy who's like the archaeologist gets mad at him. You know what I'm talking about? Well, you gotta watch The Fifth Element. Come on, with Bruce Willis, that's a classic. You're watching The Fifth Element tonight. That's a good-ass movie. It's a good-ass movie, Aziz. Do you have any questions? You want to go live? Is it on Netflix? I don't know if it's on Netflix. Maybe. You could just pirate it like a man. Nope, not on Netflix. It's on AMC. Just pirate it, bro. Don't you ever go to Pirate Bay? Just use a VPN, though. Remember, if you're going to use Pirate Bay, use a VPN. Question, is my anemia a small red blood cell? Most likely, yes. It is a copper toxicity / imbalance. Very few people have true anemia today. I'm not sure what the microcytic is referring to. Let me see here. Is that a specific form of anemia? Let me look. Okay. Yeah, so most doctors will tell you it's iron deficiency, but it's probably not. I mean, do you eat red meat? If you eat red meat and eggs at least 2 times a week, it's almost assuredly not from iron toxicity. I mean, iron deficiency. Very few people in Western society have true iron deficiency. It's in all the bread, especially here in America, for example. They put iron in so many things. Iron is fortified in all wheat. Okay, so most people have iron toxicity. Okay, and are you eating eggs and red meat? Yeah, eggs every day. Yeah, there's no way. It's you're only eating meat twice a week, but you're eating eggs every day. So still, I find it very unlikely that it's, you should eat meat every day, and you should eat red meat at least 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, you're eating red meat a couple times a week. Yeah, then I think it's then it's very unlikely that you have anemia from iron deficiency. It's, in my experience, it's almost assuredly copper imbalance. I don't know if you're already on a program or if you want to do a program, you can email me. Luke. But yeah, it's some sort of copper imbalance. Yes. Yes, I have. I've seen it get better with many people. It's usually a gradual sort of thing. Okay, so what happens typically with a program with like something like anemia is it just kind of slowly over the years just goes away. You just get less and less symptoms from the anemia. That's typically what happens with people in the program. Yeah, following the diet is good. Yeah, you can also take the basic supplements like CalMag. You can take kelp. Be sure you're eating like sardines or you're taking vitamin D and fish oil. I can understand it can be difficult while going to uni at the same time. Yeah, you're welcome, Aziz. I need to turn this off. I'm getting overheated here. Have I tried the new litho supplement? I have not tried the new litho supplement. I personally don't really have a need for it, and it's just one more supplement to take, right? It's like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna take a dozen supplements a day? It's too many, right? So no, I don't really have any desire to try the lithos. But it's a good supplement, especially for people that are being prescribed lithium for mental health. That's probably where it's best at, right? Most people don't really need a lithium supplement. You're getting plenty of lithium just from the vegetables and the kelp. What's up, Mr. Alex? You want to go live with me? All right, let's see. Yeah, no problem, Sarah. If you're still on the stream. Yeah, look into the stem cells. And a program. I see you're already on a program with Will. Yeah, see if Will wants to test your son's hair. Put your son on a program. But yeah, the other thing I would look into is like using stem cells to rebuild the heart tissue. For sure. Stem cells are fantastic. You gonna watch Fifth Element tonight, Aziz? All right, Alex, let's do it.
What's up, Luke?
How's it going?
Hey. Thanks for having me on. Yeah. I don't really have any questions, but I guess I could talk about my program and my progress right now.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, so I've been working with Clark for 10 months.
Okay.
And I just started eliminating a little baby eliminations of arsenic, nickel, and aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that, but I'm getting a little bit, it still feels like it's going pretty slow. Maybe that's because I'm retracing things a lot more that I need to go through before I can eliminate the metals. That's what it seems, but yeah, just trying to stay on the program, just focusing on the work, being consistent.
You're 10 months into the program?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your last test? What is your sodium potassium ratio?
Sodium potassium ratio was around a 2, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that higher or low? Is that higher or lower than the previous test? What was the test before that?
It was it was a better ratio on this most recent test. It improved, but I went from mild slow oxidation to extreme fast oxidation.
So you're what, on Limcomin and then what, SPF formula?
Yeah, I've been on SBF and Limcomin pretty much the whole program, other than when I was in 4 lows on my second test.
Okay. Are you taking the Endomit supplements?
I was for the majority, but in the past 3 months, I've been taking CalMag and NAKO.
Okay. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Have you noticed a difference with the NAKO?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's more powerful, huh?
Yeah. Crazy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're moving forward, right? I mean, the most important thing you have to still remember is the test is just a diagnostic tool. The most important thing is like how you're feeling, and are you moving towards better health, more wisdom? You know what I mean?
I do feel that way.
Okay, that's the most important thing, right? So people can get too caught up in the test, like I'm not eliminating enough metals or something, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The most important thing is like if you're moving forward and you're feeling better.
Yeah, that is definitely true. So that's keeping me very optimistic about the process for sure. I'm staying consistent taking the Endomet Selenium supplement
Okay.
as well, and I noticed the detox increasing almost immediately,
Okay.
and I'm feeling like that's working pretty good too. So gonna send in my next test in like 3 weeks or so. I think it'll be good. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your experience with the selenium? Do you recommend that to folks?
I mean, to most people, I don't. I have taken supplement. I have taken selenium off and on. But, to a certain extent, we can't recommend that many supplements, which is it's too many supplements. I can't expect people to be taking like a dozen supplements.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So usually I for me, and Clark does this too, is that selenium is just like an optional one. Yeah, it's good to take. It's good to take for basically anyone. You know what I mean? But for most people, it's just an optional because it's too many supplements for people.
I suspect that I have pretty nasty amount of arsenic toxicity because I did inhalers for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm hoping that will be a good way to boost up the arsenic to get out, because those are quite similar molecularly, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you're noticing detox from it, then you're probably on the right track.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about chromium, actually, because my chromium level stayed pretty low on all 5 of my tests that I've had.
Uh-huh.
Is that something that I should consider taking as well, or is that like sort of what you're saying with it getting to be too much?
It's the same thing, yeah. I mean, you can take. I mean, if you're the type of dude that's like more dedicated to the program, you want to go all out with it and really dial it in, then you could. I would recommend that you experiment with chromium. Then just like you're experimenting with the selenium. There's nothing that you're gonna you're not gonna cause any damage really. Is there there's no chromium in the SPF formula?
I don't think there is. I looked. Doesn't appear so.
It's in Megapan, isn't it?
Yeah, they're only in the slow oxidizer supplements, I think.
Well, if that's the case, that might be that you're in a situation where chromium tends to speed up the oxidation rate. I don't think it really does by itself. Probably not a substantial. There's no chromium in NA cup. In an NA cup. No. Okay.
No.
So it's not in any other supplements you're taking. Well, it is in kelp.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, all the trace minerals are in kelp. And the vegetables, you know what I mean? So you are getting chromium from the kelp and vegetables, you know what I mean? And to a certain extent, like, food, like all the food, like, animal protein or whatever. But yeah, no, it's something that I think you could experiment with. I don't think that it would really speed you up too much by itself. But yeah, it could be a situation where it'll help. I don't think it's going to really cause much harm. But like I said, yeah, for most people, it's just going to be an optional supplement because it's just, like I said, there's just too many. And to a certain extent, the kelp is like a multivitamin.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for that, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Otherwise, yeah, I'm just being patient and working through it. Yeah, the level of stability that I've had on the program is remarkable, though.
That's good.
It's like it's unlike anything I've tried before since I've been trying to heal.
Yes, it's more subtle but more powerful. Yeah, are you doing the pulling down exercise?
Yes, I am daily.
How's that going?
I feel that it's working tremendously as well. I mean, I think in one of your videos you actually mentioned something about how it's like allowing you to integrate the increase in minerals, like the nourishment that you're getting in, so you actually are like integrating it into your personality and your being, and feel that. Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good that you're doing the pulling down. People overlook it because it's hard to market the pulling down exercise. You know what I mean? It's easier, like, as practitioners, right? We can talk a lot about copper and stuff and like sound very scientific, so it's a little bit easier to market. The pulling down exercise is a little bit more esoteric. It's a little bit more difficult. But I do try to stress it because it is so powerful. Also popping the joints.
That one, I'm not as consistent with doing the spinal twist.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm lacking in that department, but I do the foot reflexology and the pulling down consistently.
That's good.
And this, yeah. And then this,
yeah, and as you do the pulling down, you'll get the more of the urge to pop yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you'll feel energy build in spots.
Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Are the joints like a way that the body removes energy? Like it can release energy?
It's kind of just like the pulling down exercise will reveal places where the energy gets stuck because of misalignments. And so what happens is that it's like, imagine a river flow, and then it hits like a bend or like a dam, and so it starts to build a little bit, and then it wants to be released, and so when you pop the joint, it can be released. Does that make sense?
Do you think copper gets stuck in specific joints and areas in the body like that?
Yeah, to a certain extent, for sure.
Or is it more distributed?
I mean, most things tend to accumulate more in certain areas, especially the liver.
Okay. Yeah, because I have a lot of trouble with my left knee and left hip, and if I get a little stressed or anxious, I notice those areas, especially my left knee, getting numb, and that my pelvis is misaligned. I think that's causing that to a degree. So I wonder if that has something to do with the copper.
Yes, you're probably also the vast majority of society, their left side, they have a certain sort of imbalance, which your right leg is probably not as strong as your left leg, and you're overusing. So when you have more tension, you're holding more of your weight with your left leg. So certain things that can help are doing pistol squats or anything to strengthen the right leg and glute. Another good one is if you stand against a wall like this. So let's say I'm trying to strengthen my right glute and my right leg. I take my left knee like this, see what I'm doing? And then I press it against the wall as hard as I can. And then what you'll feel is it'll activate your right glute. That will help. Do you also get a little bit of lower back pain on the right side above your right glute?
No, it's actually, I feel like I have more tightness in my thoracic spine, like my mid-back.
Okay. Yeah, do you see a chiropractor at all?
Yes.
What does he say? Or she?
Anterior pelvic tilt, tight hamstrings, tight pelvic, tight hip flexors.
Okay. Yeah, doing stretches can help that.
Yeah.
Activating certain muscles. And then also, popping the body. Doing the pulling down exercise and then popping the toes, doing the spinal twist. For sure. But yeah, most people have structural imbalances like that.
Do you have any ideas or thoughts on how you want to, move the program forward? I think you were talking about investing in or making a lab or something, or what's next on the agenda for you?
So a big component is just Lewis's app and then the Valid supplements. Those are moving things forward. The next thing that the program needs is a lab that's integrated with those two things. So a lab that's integrated with an app. So it streamlines everything. And there's a way for people to have a portal, or for practitioners to have an app to keep track of everything. And then have that integrated with the newer supplements as well.
Okay, cool. And I'm getting certified through Clark and Dr. Stillman in a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any plans for me to not only in preparation, but what to do after I get certified so I can get started working with people?
Don't overlook just people in your local area and friends and family that need to be helped. People overlook that because they just want to go right to the internet. But the internet, it can be difficult because the internet is also somewhat crowded. And so if you start making a lot of online content, you're going to be competing against, me, Clark, all the other practitioners that are making content. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. You of course should. Internet will keep growing. It's a great way to build a business. But just don't overlook friends and family and local referrals. You can even work with local chiropractors if you convince them, get them on a program. Local healers, doing talks locally, things like that. Don't overlook that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. That's all I got, man.
All right. Thank you for the questions.
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
It's complicated. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated? Guess who's back? Aziz is back. What do you want this time? All right, we're down to one. Any questions on the YouTube channel? Okay, bye. You as well. Go watch The Fifth Element. Rash. What's up, Rash? What are we doing? All right, guys, I'm logging off. Thank you for the questions.